Hey guys, welcome back to Toku Frill. We're finally back with another video after so long of rearranging some stuff with my old computer and new laptop. It's been a mess. Anyway, this isn't just me, obviously. We are joined by.
You were gonna say you were waiting for me. Hi, everybody. It's Riley. Here I am. Hey, by the way, nice there. Real quick, buddy. I
Yeah.
think I can see that tier list. I think you'd go ahead and shoot that over onto the Discord share screen.
Oh yeah, okay.
That's why I was so taken aback by you. Stop just sitting here watching TikTok, waiting for you to screen share, and then I start hearing you do the
Uh,
intro.
no, I forgot to screen share the actual thing on his side so he can see what we're doing. Okay, the screen share is up.
Okay. So we're doing the civilian uniforms today, which is, as a general concept, I don't usually like because it means there's less fashion going on in the season. But some of them are pretty good, so we'll rank them. We'll see how we feel about them.
Yeah, I do like some of them. Like, in some instances, it makes sense for the characters. In some instances, it's like, why do you have uniforms?
It
But
makes sense for the characters, but then it makes sense for SPD to have uniforms, but then you see them those like three total times in the season where they're wearing real clothes, and you're like, I wish they did this more.
yeah, so starting us off, we have the Ninjeki uh, Power Ranger uniforms.
Well, not quite. These are what we're looking at, except
Yeah,
Tommy's should be white and not green. That's a Photoshop.
yeah. So these guys,
Yeah, there
like,
we go. Um, I like these a lot.
yeah,
I think these are actually, I guess, not to bury the lead, but I think these might be my favorite. I think these are easy S tiers for me.
yeah, they are really good, and I do wish we got to see like these suits be used more in fights.
Well, they use
And
those suits all the time. I wish we got the not hooded versions a little bit more.
yeah, so S tier for them, but I'm not surprised to be honest that you would say that because it's Mighty Morphin.
Yeah, and also I like the vibe. Like I like the cool ninja uniforms. It's pretty good.
Yeah,
Why are we pulling up new? There's pictures on the tier list.
yeah, I know, but they're tiny.
I could see them. You can't see that. Zoom in. Just zoom into the tier list.
Good point. All right, so we have the Alien Rangers next.
Which
I like. It's
I
it's
think they're okay.
it's simple. It's just got the color coding on the undershirts. I'd say A tier. I don't think that they're S tier, but
I don't think they're A tier either. I was gonna say B tier.
we could put them. Yeah, I'll I'll accept B tier for these guys
In space,
in
love them.
space. Yes,
Great uniforms, wonderful uniforms. Definitely S tier.
amazing. I
But
love
do I
them.
like them? Do I actually like these more than the J? Because like these are when I think of Power Ranger uniforms, these are the ones I think of. Like these ones are like very clean, very appropriate for the season, kind of like Star Trekky, which makes sense. I'm a real
Yeah,
big fan of these.
it feels like a real
Eight.
formal uniform.
Yeah, you know what? These are better than the ninja suits. I've decided. Move
Yeah,
them up.
like when you look at them side by side, it's like which one do you think looks better? And it is the in space ones.
Yeah, I think so.
Then we have
And there's
Lost
Lost
Galaxy,
Galaxy,
which
which is a little bit lopsided because Maya and Leo never wear the uniform. So a
And
little
this
weird.
this tier list only shows Damon and Kendrick's wearing them.
Which the only other one who wears them is Kai. So like, whatever. Imagine if Kendrick's was blue instead.
Yeah.
um,
And Damon isn't. Is he wearing his? Like, does he get a
no, I
uniform?
think I think I don't think he wears the uniform. I think he just wears like a mechanic clothes.
That's literally just what we're
So
seeing
it's
here.
just Kendricks and Kai. And Kai's not even in the shot they're showing us.
Why is Damon there and not Kai?
Yeah.
Come on, guys, what are we doing here? Um,
Uh, but regardless, kind of mid. I probably feel similar to these that I do the Alien Ranger suits. Like whatever. It's not.
yeah, just middle of
They're
the road.
fine. Not great.
Are
It's
they?
probably B tier. A little bit better than the Alien Rangers, I think.
Yeah, because it seems more industrial.
Then there's the jackets, which I don't like them.
I do like him a little
The
bit, but that
time
might
I
be.
liked the jackets is when they gave the Time Force Rangers the jackets because I liked that kind of like tie-in. But the jackets themselves, just fucking like traffic cone orange. Not a fan.
It might just be my bias for Lightspeed because it was my first ever
Oh,
season.
I adore Lightspeed Rescue. Don't get me wrong, but I
I
do not like the traffic cone jackets.
It's because like they're a rescue season, like firefighters and all that. So it kind of
Yeah, but like
ties into that.
firefighters aren't orange.
Like emergency services apparently is orange in this universe.
In this universe. I don't like it. I think I don't think any of the other ones are gonna go into D tier. So if we want to have a D tier, I think that's where Lightspeed goes.
Yeah, I would have said C tier, but it's a good effort.
Time Force, solid.
Time Force,
S tier for
amazing.
sure, but
Yeah,
I think below the two that are already there.
yeah. Sleek and elegant. I just wish we got to see them more because they kind of
Yeah.
had them for a few episodes and then they ditched them to wear the casual clothes for the purpose of fitting in with the time zone they were in.
Yeah. And then there's the Wild Force Rangers, which
Wild
I
Force
dig the Wild
jackets.
Force jackets, I do, but they're not as solid as the three we have in S tier. We got to do some diversifying. I think I would say A tier for the Wild Force jackets.
Yeah, same. Now I love the Ninja Storm uniforms.
I don't think they're that great.
I love them.
They're like good, but like they're just like ninja suits.
I would. I'd say A tier for these guys because
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say B. I guess I'm okay with A as long as they're below whatever. As long as they're below the Wild Force jackets, I'm cool with A.
because it's a ninja uniform and I love those. SPD.
You see, these uniforms are pretty good, but are they bottom of S tier good or are they top of A tier good?
Got a question. See, I putting them at top of A is like more even out for the list, but I,
Yeah, and I think being a tier down for the Time Force suits is like a good call because like I think the Time Force suits are better cop uniforms. So like yeah, top
and
of A.
and I'm pretty sure we're getting another S tier here anyway.
The Mystic Force uniforms. You have to zoom in. I feel like I don't even remember what these look like because they didn't wear them that much really. Um,
It's like
yeah, I
sleek,
mean
black.
solid.
They
I
got
don't know
the
if they're A tier solid or S tier solid though. They are A tier solid. That's what I was gonna say, but I don't think they're S tier solid.
they got the capes. There's variety in how their
They
like
do have capes.
shirts are
That's
designed,
true.
and they whip the capes off, and it still looks cool.
Yeah, they do rip off the capes.
Like think about
Yeah.
Nick's first
Okay.
morph.
You the bottom of S tier. You convinced me.
Like as much as I dislike him as a Red Ranger, think about Nick's first morph. Like he whips off that cape and just grabs his morpher. It's
Honestly,
awesome.
Nick is good actually. The Nick propaganda, he's still my least favorite Power Ranger of the season, besides like maybe Leonbo and Daggeron and Udana, but they're kind of weird cases. In terms of the main five, he's my least favorite for sure. But he's still good, because they're all good.
I just don't like him. Uh, Overdrive.
As much as I am the Overdrive Defender, I like these uniforms, but they're kind of discount SPD uniforms in a way. I don't think they look as good. So they're definitely going to be below SPD at least. Let me see where SPD is, and I'll
Top, top of a.
think. Okay, I don't think they're better than the Wild Force jackets. And you probably don't want to put them above Ninja Storm, which I'm okay with. Honestly, I think they should probably be top of B tier. They're not like impressive.
Fair enough.
They're fine, but not like great.
I haven't got any strong feelings towards it, but I mean, it looks cool, I guess. I do like the little strap that goes over the chest, but that's all I
Yeah.
can say.
Then there are the Pai Schwa pajamas, which
Oh,
are they would be the
ridiculous.
worst if not for the traffic cone jackets. So I'm gonna go ahead and say C tier because
Yeah.
they're still like kind of okay, but not great.
And then RPM just had these leather jackets.
Sick ass leather jackets with the cool
Yeah.
logos on the back. That's an S tier uniform if I've ever saw one.
Where in S?
But where in S tier?
Is
Hmm.
it better than Mystic Force?
I think it's better than Mystic Force.
Is it better than Time Force?
Uh, nah, I really like Time Force. So above Mystic Force, below Time Force, I think.
We put it there. Samurai.
I mean, I don't give Samurai much, but like I like these uniforms. I have no issue with these uniforms.
Yeah, I mean, they were simple when they fit the theme.
Simple and clean, nice subtle incorporation of the colors. I think this is a solid A tier set of uniforms, but where in A tier, we will figure out.
Okay, better than Ninja Storm.
I'm gonna
Probably.
say yes,
Better than Wild
not
Force.
better than the Wild Force jackets.
And then finally Ninja Steel.
These are pretty cool. These are
Yeah,
pretty damn cool.
I don't give Ninja Steel much for anything. The only things I remember about Ninja Steel that I really like are Preston and these uniforms.
Yeah, I've heard some anti-Preston propaganda, but I feel like Preston has to be my favorite Ranger. That's if he's Yoshi Sudarso's brother. I mean, come on.
Yeah,
If he came from the same stock as Yoshi Sudarso, he has to be a good Power Ranger.
and he is. I feel like he's better in Hyperforce from what I've seen, but he's still really good as Preston.
Maybe I should watch Hyperforce. I think I like started it, and I was like, I don't know how I feel about this. I didn't really get very far.
I started it, I liked it, but I didn't finish it because I just never got around to watching the other episodes.
I remember I started to listen to it because there was a podcast feed for a time, but I don't think it's up anymore.
I mean, you could technically just pull up the videos and have them on in the background.
Yeah, I could. I mean, I could just put them through YouTube to MP3. Yes, but it's just weird that there's no feed anymore.
Yeah.
So I think these are probably S tier, maybe high A. Let's see.
Uh,
Um, hmm.
mm,
Yeah, I think probably above RPM, below ninjas. I think are next. Maybe I can't see, but I think ninjas are next.
uh,
I don't know.
uh,
It's Time Force
it's
and then
time for
ninjas.
us
Okay.
to sit there. So then the tier list is done, and it looks like this.
Yeah, In Space, Season 3, Time Force. It's too zoomed out and dark for me to see which one the next one is.
Well, usually on our tier list videos, we go from the bottom to the top.
Oh, that's a good point. So never mind. So in D tier, we've got Lightspeed Rescue. In C tier, we've got Jungle Fury. In B tier, we've got Alien Rangers, The Lost Galaxy, and Operation Overdrive. In A tier, we've got Ninja Storm, Samurai, Wild Force, and SPD. And then the big S tier, we got Mystic Force, RPM, Ninja Steel, Time Force, Season 3, and In Space.
Which I think is a good placing for a lot of these.
I think so.
The uniforms were they. It's a tricky situation between whether or not it's a good thing to have civilian uniforms in the show, but
Yeah, it's like I don't mind when they're used sparingly. Like the Time Force uniforms and the Season 3 uniforms. The best thing about those is that they're used sparingly. Like they don't wear those all the time. It's just like sometimes during important events they wear them. Whereas a lot of these teams just wear their uniforms like for 90% of the season, and then we never get to see them like dress in real human clothes, and that I feel like that's a missing factor.
I feel like Mystic Force is another one that fits into that category
Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah. They use them sparingly in Mystic Force as well. We get a lot of regular human clothes in Mystic Force, which is a good thing.
yeah, when they work in the is that music place with Toby?
Yeah, having like a secret identity and not being run by a government agency helps to give the Power Rangers a little bit more personality and human flair. I like the seasons where they're like a government entity, but like I don't like that part about them.
Yeah, like SPD, great season, but imagine if it wasn't run by a government
It's
entity
like,
and these guys
should
were
Power
just
Rangers be cops? I don't feel like Power Rangers should be cops. Cause like Power Rangers are very like at its core, at least originally, it's like you got like five kids who are pure of heart, like chosen to save the world. It kind of feels weird to like corporatize that because like before it's like yeah, magical wizard in a tube and his robot friend found five teenagers to be Power Rangers, and now it's there's a cops, and the cops were like, let's make Power Rangers.
yeah, pretty much. This is
Imagine if
quite
there were Power Ranger cops trying to not get a DUI when you smoke a little bit of weed before you drive your car, and then the fucking Red Ranger shows up. He's like, stop right there.
I just completely stop. Which is I'm funny. I'm thinking about the crime aspect to the cop rangers, considering two of these rangers, including the red, were criminals.
Correct. Yeah, they were reformed criminals. Well, their crime was
Kind
like
of.
Robin Hooding
Yeah,
is the
it was
thing.
it
Like,
was Robin Hood, but it's still crime. They were still stealing.
yeah, but like I'm 100% cool with Robin Hooding. I have no moral qualms. So like to me, Jack and Z do not register as any sort of malicious entities at all. It's just like they were these good guys who were doing technical crimes, and as cops we had to arrest them.
Oh,
And
yeah,
it's
they're not
like,
bad
oh,
people.
we have to do something. So like, what if their parole is being Power Rangers because they're good people?
I do still love that Sky was all pissed off that Jack was red. You gotta be
Yeah,
kidding me. He's the Red Ranger? The the Robin Hood guy?
Honestly, I feel a little bit better about that than when Doggy implied that Sid could be the Red Ranger. that was that was a bad moment for Sky, but he comes back around by the end of the season.
Yeah, the whole. Sorry,
Sir,
he's a girl.
she's a girl.
Like, what did that have to
Hey,
do with?
Squad Red is a girl. You know that, Sky.
That's a good point. That's a good point. The red of the squad above him, which he didn't know was evil at the time, is a woman.
Yeah, I this is the first time I've thought of that too. But you know who A Squad Red is, Sky. You've been in SPD.
Didn't know that if anything, the girls are.
Yeah, as far as SPD precedent goes, a Red Ranger is a girl one. So honestly, you should be expecting Sid to be the Red Ranger based on that logic.
I mean, it could be either because he's known male Red Rangers in SPD
Yeah, because
before because
his
of
dad was a Red
his
Ranger.
dad was one.
But
But in recent time, the current Red Ranger is a woman.
he's a girl, sir.
So she's a girl. Bitch, so is Charlie.
True. True.
Oh, God.
Man, that's the civilian uniforms for you.
Yep, there's the civilian form tier list. Riley, where can they find you?
Folks, head on over to linktr.ee/Riley Cinematic Universe, RIELY Cinematic Universe. That's going to give you links to all sorts of podcasts and YouTube channels and social medias. I'm everywhere on the internet. I'm terminally online. Particularly, I would like to shout out Megazord Radio, a or not a new podcast, but newly returned and with a new co-host who may or may not be in this very room.
Me.
Yeah,
Hi.
that's it. So yeah, we're doing Megazord Radio, which is episode by episode coverage of Power Rangers. We do roughly 2 episodes of Power Rangers per episode, slight asterisks that will be explained as they come. Roughly 2 episodes of Power Rangers per week. Right now, we're switching off between Mighty Morphin Season 1 and Cosmic Fury because it was new when we started Cosmic Fury, but now it's not because the podcast died for a while. But we gotta finish it out. So we're doing Mighty Morphin Season 1 and Cosmic Fury. And then once Cosmic Fury's finished, we'll be firing through Mighty Morphin, and it's an exciting time because I love me some Mighty Morphin. And Nightster is experiencing it for mostly the first time, so
Yes,
that's
I am.
exciting.
And of course, the links to all of that will be in the description down below.
Yeah, so click on it.
Yeah, click. Or else.
You better, or else we're sending the Power Ranger cops after you.
Right, guys. I'm never gonna get tired of doing the Jason voice. Just do it.
You better subscribe to the podcast, or you're going down.
Guys, he's going down. He didn't subscribe. I'm the Power Blaster. Uh, we have fun here.
We do. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you
Thanks
next
for
time.
watching. Uh, I I forget how to outro this. I haven't outroed in so long.
Uh, it's probably some like gay Sentai quote. Try to think.
No, I think it was, and I know what it is now. And if it isn't that, I'm making it. And the new outro starting today. So,
Okay.
guys, thank you for watching. Remember to do all that YouTube crap. Like, comment any ideas,
Like,
sub-
comment, subscribe, tell your
subscribe,
friends, tell your
tell the friends.
friends. That might be the most important
Yeah,
one. Tell
tell
your
your
friends,
friends.
share the show.
Get the word out. And until then, I don't exist.